How well do you respond to the situations and circumstances that you find yourself in? To respond to the manner in which you would like that is helpful, beneficial for you, or do you more react to what is happening or get upset or blame others? Choosing how you respond is fully in your control. And this is something that I've explored in the past videos. In this video, we're going to take another step and another look at a different way that can help you to choose how you respond and therefore choose your own way on this journey that you're on in your sport. In this video, to help you to choose how you respond, we're going to look at the importance of having a core set of values. Values are really there to show what is important to you, that shows who you are at your very best, and are things that you can lean against in challenging moments. And it's very, very important to reflect on what your values are and to narrow it down to one or two values to really create a core set or one set of value. And that's really, really important, and doesn't mean that the other values that you have don't exist. But if we focus on too many things, it usually means it's kind of, if you focus on 5 things or 10 things, nothing then really is that important or a driver for you. So when we really narrow it down into one or two things, it really helps to narrow our focus. It makes it a little bit more manageable to say, okay, I'm going to really focus on these one or two things, one or two values in this instance, to really be my best at. And if you've chosen the right one or two, then these other values that you also have get tested or kind of are part of the equation by doing these one or two values to the best of your ability. And how you can kind of start to think about what values may fit for you is you really want to think about what usually defines you at your very best, what things that you find are very important. And I'll use myself for an example of how this can work. So when I was younger and an athlete, my 2 values were constant improvement and hard work, and they served me exceptionally well. And constant improvement was, well, I didn't know it back then, and I obviously more know it now in reflection, was extremely important as a value for me, not just in terms of becoming a better athlete, but also with dealing with things that popped up. So I did deal with injuries, and I got to a point when I was in my early 20s when my body was very broken down, and I almost thought I had to stop because of my injury, stop playing. I couldn't walk upstairs without significant pain. And my value of constant improvement was something I really leaned against in that time. And it didn't mean I didn't have really tough moments or have a lot of emotions around what was happening. But because I had this value and I really leaned against it, it allowed me to do what I needed to do to help myself recover. I really explored different ways to take care of my body. When I did know which direction to go into to help my body recover, I really dove into it to try and improve my body, improve how I understood how to take care of my body. And it helped me to get through it and helped me to get to a place where when I did walk away, it wasn't because of the injuries and that they forced me to walk away. I made more of that choice for myself. And so it really helped me to get through the injuries and to deal with it in a manner that was probably the best way that I could respond to the injuries. And the value of hard work obviously kind of coupled with that, because I worked exceptionally hard at my recovery, and that was another big part of the equation for me. As I got older, it doesn't mean that hard work isn't a part of the equation for me. It still is, but I've kind of dropped it as one of my core values, because for me, if I'm focusing on constant improvement, the hard work kind of gets coupled in there. And so I've focused on another value now, which is kind of being grounded. And I got to that place because I reflected on myself and when I'm at my best, and the things that kind of help me to be grounded, help me to be at my best and to respond to situations and circumstances in the manner in which I would like to. So there you have it. There's kind of an example or a little bit of an exploration into values. It's super important to have these because they do help you to respond to things, give you something to lean against, some pillars to lean against when you have those tough moments, even within the good moments as well. So if you really want to help yourself be able to respond in ways that are helpful, beneficial for you, and in ways that you would like to, really figuring out those core set of values would be very important to do.